So it says use the sum of the roots. So let's sum up the roots. Here are the roots over here. So we've got alpha plus beta plus alpha plus beta. So that's just two lots of alpha plus betas. And that's so if I add those together, and I get negative b on a, which in this case is negative a, so that's just a. So you can see quite clearly that alpha plus beta would have to equal a on 2 or half a, so that's fine, that's that one. Now it says use the sum of the roots to show, sorry, use the sum of the products of pairs. So let's look at the pairs. So pairing them up, we'd get alpha times alpha plus beta, and we'd get beta times alpha plus beta, and we'd also get the alpha beta. There are the pairs. So the negative b on a is that one, so pairs would be c on a. C on a in this case is 0. Alright, so there's no x here. We've got 0, so that's just 0 there. The coefficient would be 0. Alright, and if we then put this together, we've got an alpha beta here, an alpha beta here, and an alpha beta here. So we've got 3 alpha betas. We'd also get an alpha squared, and we'd get a beta squared. So if I'm looking for alpha beta, I'm just going to make alpha beta the subject here. I'm going to actually not do that straight away. I'm going to make that even better. So I can see here that if I want to kind of use, which I do, the sum, this is really close to alpha plus beta squared, because that gives me the alpha squared, the beta squared, and it gives me 2 alpha betas. So I just need another alpha beta to balance that to give me the above. So now I can make alpha beta my subject, and I can see I just want to minus alpha plus beta all squared. And we know what alpha plus beta is, because it's over here, so we're minusing a on 2 all squared, so we get negative a squared on 4, so negative a quarter of a squared, which is this one. Alright, great. So of course then they say then show that a is 2 root 6. So what haven't we used? We haven't used the product, or the sum of 3's. So we've got alpha is one root, beta is another root, and alpha plus beta is the third root. So if we look at that, we're going to have negative d on a, so negative 3a. Alright, but we do know that alpha beta, so this, if you look at it, we just want a, so we want everything in terms of a. And we've got alpha beta, so that's negative a squared on 4, times we've got alpha plus beta here, that's a on 2, is equal to negative 3a. So if I multiply, so you can see both sides are negative, so I can divide both sides by negative. And then if I multiply both sides by 8, I'm going to be left with a cubed on this side and 24a on this side. If I put them all on one side and factorize by a, I would get a squared minus 24 equals 0. So you can see here a, for this to work, would either be 0 or it would be the square root of 24. And actually plus or minus the square root of 24. But then I look back here and it says a is greater than 0. So the only thing it could be, if it's got to be greater than 0, would be the positive root 24, which is 4 6s are 24, so it's the same as 2 root 6. Okay, hope that helped.